the other stuff's going to be linked.
Yeah.
It's also very large.
And what makes Tony Tony? Great big pieces of plastic.
Yeah, it's great big chunky plasticky sort of
It's this thing called a cartridge.
yes,
Before they had
huge
discs.
cartridges. Huge cartridges before they had discs. And this will be King of Fighters 95, which is your first SNK taste of
Yeah,
stuff.
I loved them. That was on Saturn, of course. It's not good to say about 95.
It's hard.
On
It's
the
hard.
Saturn, getting that fucking wrong cut to work. That was
Yeah,
the thing with
yeah.
it.
You guys just go right,
Yeah,
just up and down,
yeah.
move left and right. Yeah.
Yeah, I've probably played 95 more than I've played any other. Now, still my personal favourite is 96, but because that's my entry into the series, well, actually the whole of SNK, like, to be honest, that's got a sort of bit of special music, and I love that game. We spent many hours playing him co-op on it. Co-op, yeah, co-op, co-op. You fight his legs, I'll fight his arms.
Well, we didn't really play 95 that much.
No.
We did play 95 a bit,
Mm.
but it was like more because I had like the CD,
Yeah.
and I was like, have a look at this, and I kind of like pulled out all these games you'd never heard of.
Jungling, juggling, monkeys.
Yes, and lots of juggling monkeys.
Yeah.
There's fuck the juggling. Yeah.
Like a 4-course meal that fuckers on telly.
Oh, you've put on so much weight.
Yeah.
You really do, because it's like a big mouthful of M&Ms and some crisps while you're
Yeah.
waiting for it to load.
This is our competition of who could eat the most sweets.
But King of Fighters 95, I think definitely the hardest of all the,
Yeah,
King of Fighters.
King of
ones.
Fighters, yeah.
Definitely, I think 95.
They definitely eased
the
off
hardest.
after that.
They started to ease off, and then they kind of got easier and easier as it progressed. But in some ways, the bosses got harder.
Yeah, they made it
But
harder
the
to
actual
unlock the
game
bosses
got
as well.
easier. Yeah, but the bosses kind of got harder.
Yeah.
But they generally gave you that stupid mode where you could just like have like a third of health, whatever
Yeah,
it was.
yeah. You've lost around, knocked it down
Yeah.
to the third health. Yeah.
Yeah, and that sort of stuff.
Which was the easiest way to beat Ultimate Rugal.
Which is kind of
He was a cunt.
cheesy and annoying. It's,
Yeah.
here we have Hatsune Miku's Death Mahjong Simulator, which is actually King of Fighters 96, which
Yeah.
we was talking about just now.
Yeah. Awesome, this one. Basically, they've got loads of extra in this one. You can pick old teams.
Yeah,
You know,
but
any
this is the
stuff.
thing, because you were moaning about that King of Fighters on the PS2, saying, oh, it's taking stuff out. But it's King of Fighters, they've always done that.
Mm.
They always take a lot away. I mean, there's an awful lot missing in this from 95.
Yeah.
And there's a hell of a lot added to it, and they really did change the gameplay style. They took away the fireballs for a start. A couple of characters have them, but pretty much they've taken away all the fireballs. Everything is like close range now. Really changed the feel of it. The sprites are larger, slightly easier, as we were saying. Quite a bit easier.
Yeah. Yeah. Just blast through that new first.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shouldn't have done. That shouldn't have happened.
Yeah. But yeah, overall, I mean, this is probably your favourite, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sort of saying,
Yes. Yeah, it's definitely my number one, sort of my favourite game. 95 has a special place. It was the first one, my entry into SNK. But that one, I loved. I really need to get it back on this one. Yeah, well, there's a case of when I got that, I just remember actually phoning me sick from work.
I remember because I actually
I
ordered
don't work there
I
anymore, so no.
I actually ordered it for him.
Yeah.
And
Listen to the music
I listened to
as
the
well.
music. I said, you got things here. It's like I can't play it. It's in it. I haven't got nothing import anything. It's but the music's really good. And that is the thing with the Saturn versions. It's nice to have the CD music. It's nice to have Neo Geo CD music, but with nowhere near as bad load times. Nowhere near as bad load times.
Yeah.
You still
How
want a
much
proper
gameplay we lost for those load times.
Yeah, I dread to even think.
But when people's nostalgia about getting like a Neo CD back, and I'm start talking about the Tony's getting one back, I just couldn't imagine going back to them load times. Assassin's Creed Unity suffered from massive load times. When you died, the load time was 2 or 3 minutes to get going, and it drove me nuts. 2 or 3 minutes, that's the start of the match.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, the thing is,
You could read the whole
As
fucking
well.
manual to the
well, I stated,
Yes.
I never stated on camera, but a few years ago, we sort of started, collecting again and stuff, and I love the Neo Geo. And I stated a fair few times I would never have an AES, and I would never have a Neo Geo CD.
Yeah.
CD because of the loading times, AES just because of the
Right.
price. I
Yeah.
mean, no way. I mean, not at 96. I mean, what is that? Like £150 game?
Yeah.
Something like £100 game. I mean, that was a lot less. You
What
know,
makes it best is
like
when
15 quid.
you have it in a Mega, you can just flick it to the AES
It's
version.
exactly the same. That's the thing. It's
Yeah.
the same. It's the same game. You've got the Unibios. You put it on AES mode. It's the same game in every single way. There's no difference at all.
Hello, Gary. We know you're watching.
Plus, it's basically Chris's console because it's got built-in cheats. So,
He's smiling back there. He knows.
right, and then there's a gap. No, 97 or 98.
Straight to 99.
I'm just confused with these ones because these ones I played on the Dreamcast. Now the Dreamcast, they fucked up the
Yes,
years they were. They
because
changed them about.
I can't remember. I think the first Dreamcast 99 is 98 with
I really can't
with
remember.
like knobs on basically. It's got 3D backgrounds and stuff like that. But the first 99, and then they put out another 99, which actually is 99.
Yeah, there was
And-
two 2000s. That's
Yeah,
what confused
Yeah,
now.
yeah. There's two 99s as well.
Yeah.
There's two 99s. It's
Just
really
these.
confusing.
Extra flake in mine.
Yeah, really confusing. But King of Fighters 99.
I'll let you talk about it 'cause I'm confused. I can't remember which one 99 is.
Not one of my favourites, but one that's still very good. My favourite is still 98.
Hmm.
But the biggest problem is that the best version of 98 is the Ultimate Match
Yeah.
on the
Really
PS2 and the 360. And you download the 360. And you can't get that version on the Neo, which is really frustrating because there's no reason you couldn't.
It's like Rebound, isn't it? It's just made
No, but Rebound uses 3D backgrounds and stuff like that. So I can understand them, that actually being, not being a Neo game. But essentially, Ultimate Match is a
Make
Neo
sure you
game.
could fit a whole new baseboard in the cartridge.
It is just a Neo game. It is just basically a Neo game, just with extra characters. That's all it is. 2002 Ultimate Match, that really is the redo, that they've really redone a lot of stuff. But 98, they just literally took all the characters that are missing and got in. That's what they did. And, but anyway, 99, not bad. Still really good.
Was 99 the Clone Saga?
Yeah, 99 was the
mini
first.
series.
It was the first clone one. And like the penultimate proper SNK thing, because we get on to the final proper SNK King of Fighters, which is King of Fighters 2000.
Which one's that?
Which is basically the first appearance. I think it was K in 99. I can't remember. I can't remember if K's in 99.
Yeah, like I say, I've played the Sega console version, so I wouldn't be
Yeah,
sure anyway.
yeah.
K was an okay character. I just remember when they brought in Angel and people like that.
Kula and stuff like
Yeah,
that. But
yeah.
again, Kula I think's in this.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of characters that.
I can't remember if that's the one that's got the background of the F1 racing track.
No,
No.
that is 2000. That's Monaco in 2001, I
See,
believe.
that's playing the Dreamcast version.
I think that's
Fucking
2001.
SNK.
Neo basically probably
Because
isn't
in Neo
really-
cases, most of them on their sites open them up to check the boards inside
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they're starting to do with SNES games because there's so many fakes.
But the thing is, it's actually worse with the Neo. It's more important to actually make sure that it is a proper SNK board.
I mean, it says SNK on the board, SNK on the board. But what happens when they start putting SNK on the fake boards? Haha, they're going to confuse you more.
But they never did.
No. And also, I mean, they're still doing
Yeah.
the fake cards, but now basically they haven't got the same parts that you had back then. So you can tell all the new
Yeah.
transistors and
Yeah.
all that
Yeah.
crap. So
The thing is, to be honest, even it would not now
Mm.
be worth making a fake card for this. It wouldn't.
No.
Like the time you actually made it and put the parts onto it,
price-wise,
price-wise, no, it's not
Yeah.
worth that. And that's what I have the multi cards for. The thing is, I have this thing where I actually like all these marks and scratches and all of this stuff.
it's that used.
It gives it character. You
Yeah.
don't know like where it's been, who's been
Mm.
playing it, because it's
gives
been.
its history.
Because it's
Yeah.
been actually in an arcade machine and people, where people have been playing it, you don't know where it's been and all that sort of
Where
stuff.
did these come
It's
from?
got a history. These were from Portugal.
Portugal, yeah.
These
so,
were from Portugal.
yeah.
But
So many Portuguese kids whilst they were waiting for their chips or whatever they eat over there was picking a game in their local MPS.
when they were basically trying to avoid getting poisoned by jellyfish, they were basically playing this. Yeah, you know, I mean, I love all these scratches and marks. So they just really add character to it, and it's really weird because I'm not like that with anything else. I mean, it's just these kind of cards.
The thing is, if you just get it on a disc, you'd go fucking.
I'd go, you know, and if
these are big clunky things that
even
work. So
if I was getting a Super Nintendo game in these conditions, I wouldn't be happy with it. I wouldn't be happy, and I would want a slightly cleaner copy. But for some weird reason,
put a DS box next to the cartridge to give it scale, because they never really give it scale. See, we all know how the size of the DS boxes are. Yeah, I mean, just look.
I mean, essentially,
these huge.
These cartridges are the same size as the original Wii. I mean, they are the same size as the original Wii, and they're almost like
They're about the same size as an original Bling video cassette.
They're bigger than that. They're actually bigger than that. They're not quite as wide, but they're thicker. You know, it's and like longer than them. But yeah, I mean, 2000 is still it's the last proper SNK.
Before Playmore put them out, isn't it?
Well, yeah, well, sort of. Someone else brought them out, didn't they? But it was SNK Playmore, and then they sold it again in 2002, and someone else took over.
And then I know someone else took over again. Some of the original people came back. Because highlighted the original people were back for COF 12, I think it was. Because
2003 is infinitely better than 2002 and 2003.
Yeah. So when I see 2003, because I've been watching loads of fucking footage on the net lately, all I'm thinking of is Maximum Impact, because that's what in Japan, that was 2006.
Yeah. 2006. That's America.
Yeah, it's America. Yeah. So confusing King of Fighters. Confusing edition. Yeah.
But yeah, you know,
we spend lots of time playing these. I mean, which is so Friday night used to be go Tony's.
Yeah. I mean, the only King of Fighters I ever had on cartridge was 97.
And that took a hell of a long time to get there.
A long story there. But the basic thing was, that was like really good. I mean, I do think 97 is actually a better game than 96, but there's certain things that annoy me about it, like the music. And
97 bugged the crap out of me.
Yeah, but that's because you play again on the Saturn.
Yeah.
And again, I actually think the 97 on the Saturn is one of the worst ones because the resolution seems to be very bad. The resolution's never quite as good on the Saturn. It's never quite as good on the Saturn versions of the Neo games. On 97, it's super noticeable for me. Like, super noticeable. It's really grainy. Really, really grainy in comparison to the Neo games. And no English language option, which is what he's about to say, pissed him off. So.
Everyone knows me. Yeah.
Yes, because he's so obsessed with story, he even has to understand the endings. Or they beat him up. The storyline is so nonsensical.
What's even funnier is that the storyline, with me going on about storyline, you want storyline? Play King of Fighters 13. Not only has it got its own massive story, the arcade mode has a story with pop-up boxes and they talk to each other. And my... I mean, they finished 13. It's annoying that we still haven't heard what's going on. I mean, 13 was a really high point. I really enjoyed it. Give us what?
13 is really good, but it's kind of strange.
Stop releasing the old ROMs on the bloody consoles and do something new.
They haven't even done that.
No. They've been a lot more on the PlayStation Network for PS3 in America. Loads more. They've been doing like a ROM a month. Yeah. That's what they've actually been doing. That's what they've been getting. Now, if you log into your American account, which I advise you do, because you can use PayPal and it's cheap.
I'm really sort of focused on getting a few Neo games. I mean, I'm not going to go like sort of stupid. I must have it.
Get a complete collection.
I probably will eventually. It wouldn't surprise me. But it's just
he likes something and then boxes of it turns up. He tries one thing, like as you'll see next month, and then tons of stuff turns up.
Yes. But yeah, it's just get a couple here and there because they are relatively affordable. Once I've used up all the affordable ones, I'm screwed and I have to start buying one a month rather than two.
He's got more in, by the way. He put them 2 days ago. 2 days ago, he looked at it.
Yeah, I look regularly. I want them, but again,
the idea. I mean, they're about 20 to 25. You know, 20, that's awesome. Back in the day,
no, 15. A lot of 15 now. A lot of them are 15.
Back in the fucking day, you would get that.
I mean, to be honest, I mean, the thing, another attraction of it is like back in the day. I mean, the AES games they might have been like 180 to 200 pounds. These MVS arcade cartridges, they were like thousands. They were like £2,000 or in that region higher, you know. And now you can get 15 quid.
Later,
now you can get 15 quid, you know. So I think this one was 20.
I think one was 25.
Yeah, that was 99. That was 99. That was 99 was a bit. I did pay a little bit over for 99, but I was like, I'll just sell that. I wanted. The other ones were super cheap. So
and the guy knocked some money for postage.
Yeah, exactly. So it was like
top guy.
Yeah. So yeah, I will be focusing on a few bits here and there. Hopefully, we'll try and rig something up so I can start recording footage.
We're still
Yeah,
working on
you
it.
will be basically looking at footage for like, I don't know, 95 and 96. But yeah, no, that's basically me for February. And yeah, you take it easy, and we'll catch you soon. Is it working? Is it working?
Is it working?
Is it working?
Is it working, sir?
Is it working?
Is it there?
Is it?
Is it?